So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the sense of timing, and this is kind of tied a little bit to articulation. It's tied a little bit to technique as well. It's quite a lively, in fact, it's a really lively and fun piece. And I think you've got to make sure that it's actually being expressed to the audience that you're having a whale of a time playing this piece. So we like to talk about tense in music sometimes. This is a bit more advanced stuff, really. You have past tense, present tense, and future tense in language. Well, we also kind of have it in music. When you say past tense, you mean music that sort of feels like it's pulling back all the time. And, you can have a past tense in music in any piece, but I would particularly utilize it in pieces that sort of feel like you wanted to make it feel like it's dragging down all the time. Present tense is something that tends to be like more dance-like and on the beat, permanently feeling like it's kind of grounded. And future tense I like to think of as if it's kind of rushing a little bit ahead, but without actually rushing. And this gives the sort of future tense a sense of forward momentum throughout the piece. Now, it's really hard to pin down exactly what makes something sound past, present, or future tense. And of course, there's a complete grey area between them, and you can really use more than one tense in the same movement or the same larger scale work. But one of the things that helps me think about future tense is I make sure I put a metronome on so that I'm not rushing to start off with. But I make sure that every single articulation is pushing towards the end of the bar. So it's going, instead of going, which is more past or present almost, you articulate it such that it actually sounds like it's pushing forward like this. Instead of kind of feeling kind of weighted, you're kind of pulling together some of these faster articulations, these faster rhythms, You're sort of pulling them together a little bit, which makes them force it forward a little bit. Now, there was actually a point in which I played it a little bit more present or past tense, and that is at bar 43. 43? Yeah. And that's with these G major chords, so. And the reason why I did that is it's right in the center of the piece, and I wanted to really break it up at that point. I wanted to create a wholly different feel for that section. I think it's quite effective. And then you get this little twiddly sort of bit where you're going. And then it starts to push again. You feel how that really wants to like push to that cadence end, and this bit really sort of feels like it sits down a little bit. And as as I said before, partly to do with the articulation, partly to do with the timbre, the tone colour, and partly to do with how I sort of affect the rhythm. So your challenge for this piece is to really think about those three tenses. It's like with a lot of the grade 8 pieces, there's so much to talk about. So particularly at grade 8, it's really important that you get some lessons. And if you're not having lessons in person, you can have Skype lessons. And yeah, good luck with this piece. It's lots and lots of fun.